Hello guys, Boboshik here, and today I want to show some more clips of Feral Druid Discipline Priest in BFA PvP Season 1. First matchup is against Arms Warrior Mistweaver Monk. We want to bleed up both targets ASAP and see if we can kill the Mistweaver in a stun lock. I'm waiting for my priest to be in the right position. I open on the monk instantly to start the stun DR on him, in case I have to CC the warrior later on if he pops his cooldowns. As you can see, the monk ports away instantly, so I instantly swap to the warrior, trigger the Stormbolt, get the pressure rolling. I got full bleeds up instantly. I root him because he popped Avatar and already used his Stormbolt. So at this point, the monk is at the other side of the pillar, which is like behind here you could say, and I want to run away in the opposite direction. If the monk wants to come from this side, then he will face me first and I can start putting bleeds on him. And if he wants to come from the other side and the warrior is chasing me, in that case I will have more pressure because the warrior will probably line of sight the monk, which wastes a few globals of the monk, which is better for me that my bleeds keep ticking. So I started running, put tauns on myself. He was still running out on side. The monk had to pop his aura mastery and his orc ratio, as you can see right here. I swapped to the monk, unfortunately backpedals a bit. Bit bad by me was that he was still on stun DR when I stunned him again, because I popped Incarn. Full bleeds on the monk nonetheless, bleeds are ticking, the warrior is somewhat low-ish you could say. I restun him, put full bleeds up, he could life cocoons and I instantly swap to the monk. Why? Because there's no reason that he pops like such a huge cooldown and I stick on the druid to maintain my pressure. I rather swap back to the monk, but again, really bad play by me. I didn't watch my stun DR properly, so I triple DR stun him, wasted a huge cooldown, and later in the game it will probably punish me. Stormbolt's my priest, no problem. I keep sitting on the monk. The warrior sees that I'm pressuring his monk really hard and wants to come and peel for me. What I could have done at this point was I had an instant proc. I could have rooted the warrior because he was not DR'd at all, that the monk had to waste one more global to dispel him, but nonetheless the monk's up really low. He panics, I jump out of his way because I saw he didn't leg sweep just yet. He does it, misses it, huge ferocious part on him, and he's dead. Of course not all matchups against this comp go this way, but it gives you a general idea. The MMR is still only 1900. Next up we're facing Assassination Rogue Rdruid. This is somewhat a hard comp. You kinda wanna kill the rogue as with Assassination Rogue Discipline Priest, as you could see in my previous video. We hope that they open on my Discipline Priest first, so I can stun the rogue to relieve some pressure of my Discipline Priest as usual against this comp. Full bleeds on the rogue, I get cloned, I do not have to trinket this, there's no immediate danger, my priest completely fine, bleeds start ticking, I try to get the re-stealth, I stun DR the rogue. I could have probably stunned the druid because I got the free re-stealth, but I wanna bash the druid full and start my pressure on him as well. We just try to maintain the bleeds, full kidney on me. Again, no immediate threat, I communicate with my priest, I'm completely fine, he doesn't pop Vendetta at all. The druid kind of wastes his vortex at this point because I'm actually standing still in the stun. If the druid would do it when I'm trying to chase him, it would give him such more of an advantage to kite me around. But nonetheless, good for me, we're in good shape. They wasted Iron Bark, they used Kidney, I'm on stun DR completely, the rogue's stun DR is falling off, the druid has no stun DR just yet, so it's time to continue our pressure. I kick the Cyclone here, full bleeds on the druid, he's going to bear for me, plays the Guardian affinity as you can see as well. In season 1 no Resto druids really played the Resto affinity because it wasn't that common. The Guardian affinity was still really strong, it heals a lot, and while the dots are ticking, the healths even are ticking, it's really hard to get the Resto druid down in bear form. So I kinda wanna run away, don't wanna hit him into bear form, swap back to the rogue, apply my bleeds, ferocious Python first to get like a huge chunk of his HP to make them panic. He kidneys my priest, completely fine, no cooldowns are used. He pops evasion, perfect time for me to swap off. Bad play by the rogue you could say, because he popped evasion when I'm actually not on him anymore. I can't peel, but I used my stun DR just before that, so it's no biggie. The druid fake casted the Cyclone, completely fine, so I bash it like really late, forced to Trinket because of it. He wants to reclone, I sit this because there's no reason for me at all to Trinket this. The Rogue is like at 90% HP, had the bleed still running, Druid is fairly low, and I want to save this Trinket for when the Rogue uses his Kidney and Vendetta on me, and my Priest would be in a CC chain, so we can communicate and choose that I use my Trinket and a Shield Wall, for example, a Trinket and a Renewal, or that my Priest just domes it. But this way, later on in the game, when dampening is a bit higher, I can choose to use this Trinket offensively or defensively, but at this point it would be a bad play if I would use it here. He casts Reclone, completely fine, Rogue steps me, miscommunication by him, you could say. Full bleeds on the Rogue, Rogue's dropping fairly low, pretty good. I pop Thorns on myself to maintain the pressure. Priest gets a good fear out. Rogue's really low, cheat death procs, Cloak of Shadows, so at this point we're like miles ahead. I used my Trinket offensively here because I thought I could actually kill the Rogue. Didn't know he played with cheat death because most Rogues actually play with Feint. Nonetheless, I don't see immediate danger. We still have Dome, we still have PS, we have my 2 walls and my Renewal. At this point it was kind of an odd play by me. The Druid was saying that I was targeting him, so he probably thought I would chase him instead of just healing himself up. The Rogue was also fairly low, and I'm fairly sure I could have killed the Rogue at this point. The Rogue Trinkets, pops Vendetta on me, I see no immediate danger, Priest tells me I'm completely fine because he Trinketed the blind. The Vortex was okay, wasn't too bad. I swap back to the Rogue, Ferocious Bite at him. Odd play, nonetheless a bit funny if you think about it, because if when I was talking to my Priest I was like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll just Ferocious Bite the Rogue then, and he actually died. Again, the MR is not too high, 1900-ish, but it gave you a general idea of what you want to do against that matchup. Next up, BM Hunter Rdruid in Season 1. This was extremely hard for us. It's probably the worst comp that we could face. Maybe not because it doesn't maybe not counter us completely, but it felt like that we struggled the most against this because the damage of BM Hunters was insanely high and Rdruids were like really good healers. I open on the Druid because I thought I want to kill the Druid at this point because the BM Hunter can just do damage with his pet nonetheless, so the pressure on him is a bit less useful in my eyes. Full bits on the Druid, BM Hunter pops all his cooldowns, my Priest grips me, we want to line of sight this. I could have actually hibernated the pet, root the pet way more often in this, but again, this was like the first games as Discipline Feral in Season 1. I was still trying to learn somewhat the meta. Full bleeds applied on the Hunter. I jump down. The reason I jump down is because he's a BM Hunter. He can do damage with his bow, like barb shot and that kind of stuff, but the pet has to chase, and the pet is not like a smart thing. So if I jump down, a pet cannot jump down, so he has to run all down the ramp, all the way back up as I'm running, as you can see, and I actually took no damage when my Priest was in that trap. So good play by us. I hibernated the pet, unfortunately. Bad play again by me. I didn't watch for the Priest buff that was still on. Kick the hibernate, reapply the bleeds with Tiger's Fury for the huge damage. Pop Incarn. I wanna get something going. Huge for Spite, DR bash him, keep pumping into him. And at this point we forced everything except Trinket. So we forced Iron Bark, Cenarion Ward, insane amount of pressure. Our Rogue, our Priest even, I'm sorry, is in completely fine shape. We still have PS, we still have Dome, I still have my 2 walls, I have my Renewal as you can see as well, so we're in really good shape again. He traps my Priest, no problem, so I stand close to my Priest in case I want to line of sight the Hunter. I get Vortexed, I kick the clone so my Priest can like throw him some heals. Huge Force Bite, I War Stomp, triple DR, which is why I still play Tauren and not like any other race on Horde side, is because sometimes that triple DR stun, even though it's generally not that good of a play, it still interrupts the cast, and because he kinda saw I didn't have my Skull Bash, he kinda wanted to force something out of me with that clone, or relieve the pressure. Ferocious Bite him, he lives, I get pet stunned, I still chase, good Shadow Melt, but nonetheless still Ferocious Bite him. Elmar stays somewhat the same at 1900. Next up we're facing Arms Warrior Resto Shaman. The Arms Warrior we're about to face is actually a multi-rank 1 warrior called Haxan Tuto. He has been insanely high rated, I think he's like 3k plus multiple times. I think he's playing with just a friend because the Shaman didn't seem like that much into it, even though he's like a Legion Gladiator as well. Probably just return to the game. So same here, I apply full bleeds to the warrior instantly. I want to root him as well. Make sure that he just gets a bit ticking, needs to be dispelled. Full bleeds on the shaman. As you can see, the shaman is a bit undergeared. Full fear. I trinket offensively because I felt the pressure. I wanted to force things. The shaman plays also with relentless and not trinket, so we forced ascendance. My trinket is used as well. I pop taunts on myself. I will use one shield wall here because I kinda want my priest to save PS. The shaman starts spam purging, and I notice as well he plays with the lightning overload. So each purge he does will do some lightning damage to me. So I keep that in mind. So my shield wall is probably like a better cooldown usage than my priest would use PS and just spam shields on me. This way, if he ever would swap to the priest, then the priest can still PS himself in a stun that the warrior could do on him. I reapply the bleeds to the warrior. My priest mind controls it for a second. Healing Tide is used as well by the shaman. We try to reapply the bleeds. Full fear on both of them. I Ferocious Bite the shaman for a big hit. He pops parry. Skull Bash the shaman full. I want to stand as well behind him. Like the moment that the warrior pops die by the sword, he has a 100% increased parry chance. But just with evasion, if you're standing in the back of a person, you can actually still hit through, which is like immensely huge, and I don't think a lot of people actually realize that. So again, he tries to heal his partner up. He drops really low. It doesn't seem like he has too much going. I bash him actually full because he plays Tremendous, felt like a DR one, and he dies. Again, they're probably like insanely good players, except especially Hexa and Tuto. I faced them lots of times in Mr. Pandaria as well, and because of this I actually got my rival title during BFA Season 1. I hope you enjoyed these clips. There will be more clips in the future with probably like a skip into the season where the MMR will be approximately 2k to 2.3k rating and 2.3k MMR ish. Thank you so much for watching and see you all next time. See ya!